Three, two, one, and we are live. Hi, guys. I actually had a wee I actually had like a wee tune all teed up for you guys. I had the Alexa on and everything. You ready? How do we are the champions all teamed up for you guys because you made it to day 5. You are the champions. You made it. You're here live. You've shown up for yourselves. Hang on, we have to have another bit of volume. You ready? Got my microphone and everything. Well, I'll probably have some more of that later. How are you all? Good to see you guys. Some of you are probably in bed. It's like 4 a.m. and you're like, fuck, turn the phone down before you wake people up. I even washed my hair for you today. Look, see? And I'm kind of regretting it now because it's really just like having a blanket around me because there's so bloody much of it and it's so warm here today. But anyway, we're all excited. We're so happy to be here. Hope you guys are well. Let me just say a few hellos. Today is going to be an absolutely epic session. We might go a little bit longer than 60 minutes. I will try not to because we're going live again in a few hours, but just in case you want to set up your schedule, let you know. Might go live. Oh my God, there's like 230 of you all already. This is so exciting. Might go a wee bit over today. So I'm so excited. Like you've no idea. The atmosphere in the office has just been absolutely electric. Like absolutely electric. Everybody has just been so excited for today. This is truly a day that we have worked towards for so long, not just with the opening of the 4-week Shredded Body Challenge, which really, truly is going to be, I honestly believe it's going to be the challenge that's going to transform the company, because not even transform the company, but the transformations that are going to come out of this, the amount of transformations that are going to come out of this program is going to be absolutely astonishing. And the fact that they're going to be done in 4 weeks is going to be even more astonishing, because one thing that we always get whenever we open a new challenge, and I'm just talking for a minute, letting everybody get on, but whenever we open a new challenge and then we start to put up the before and after photos, we always get nasty comments on Facebook, people saying, these aren't real. This is Photoshop. These aren't real. And we're like, well, no, they have a before and after sign, which is only mailed out on the day. Like we can promise they're real, but that's like the biggest compliment that anyone can ever give your company, is that your results are too good to be true. And we have had some astonishing results from 4-week programs before. Like you're going to see some of them today. I'm going to show you them. But I know that the amount of astonishing results that are going to come out of this program is just going to be on another level. So I just cannot wait to tell you about it. Now, we are going to get into some content before we get into the 4-week Shredded Body. And I know you guys have all been waiting for it. It's like kids at Christmas, especially knowing that we could sell out. God, I mean, I don't know. We could sell out in the first 24 hours, but hopefully we won't, because I know that Australia is still asleep. Oh, no, actually, Australia's still awake because it's late at night, but I know a lot of America is still asleep. Apart from you overachievers who are awake at 3 a.m. and 4 a.m., let me know who you are in the comments. You overachievers, you make sure that you accept StreamYard's terms and conditions so I can see your name. That's very important for the giveaway we're going to be doing at the end. So we have Angelique is here. We have Roxanne, loads of Facebook users saying hello. So your name, unless you accept StreamYard's terms and conditions, which is, I think, in the text above this video, your name will show up like this. So I can't see your name, and that's very important for the giveaway we're going to be doing, which I will tell you about in a second. So we have Kelly Howard saying hello. We have Kimberly is here, and Charlotte and Leanne and Nikki. We have Gabby and Myra and Debbie. We have, let me see, lots of you are putting in double comments, so I might call your name twice. We have May and we have Jenny. We have Cami and Sarah. The lovely Rachel is here. Hi, Rachel. Good to see you, honey. We have Sue and Remy and Gabriella and Minnie, and all of these names that I'm seeing just posting all during the week and really just smashing it this week, absolutely smashing it. We've Chris and Danielle and Rubiane and Shonda and Lizzie. Michelle is here. Hi, Michelle. We have Maeve and Lynn and Nancy and Holly and Fletcher. Or sorry, Raquel Fletcher and Janelle and Sheena, Meg, Dawn, Robin, Anne, Laurie. There's so many of you. I can't get through all the names, but I just wanted to give a few shout outs. And to everybody whose name I did not get a chance to mention welcome to day 5 of this live, where honestly, we are just going to have a party. So let me tell you what is going to be happening at the end of this live. If you are watching the replay, I'm sorry, this isn't going to suit you, but at the end of this live, I am going to choose somebody, in fact, choose 3 people from the comments. So at the very end, I'm going to choose 3 people from the comments to win a 1-to-1 coaching session. One with me, or with Laura Hutchinson, the head trainer of the company, or with Mark Getty. You get a free 1-to-1 coaching session on Zoom, where you get to ask us anything at all, anything that will move you closer to your health and fitness goals, or anything about life. You can basically ask me anything. If you want me to do like an integration with you on a particular issue that you're having, a fear or anger issue, or some kind of relationship issue, I'm more than happy to do that. So we're going to be giving away live sessions, or 1-to-1 sessions live at the end of this call. So if you want to win one of those, make sure you hang around, and all you need to do to win one is simply comment. That's all. You have to leave us a comment, and we are going to be going through I'll just scan through the comments. Someone in the office will shout stop, and then we will put and then we will call your name out, and we will send you the information about the live session. Now, there's something else. I'm just going to turn off this microphone because I want to show you something else that we have created. Oh shit, I can't because I can because I didn't actually switch over to. Normally, I have like an Ethernet cable plugged in, but I forgot to turn it on today. So I'm going to this because. Sorry, I was muted when I unplugged my microphone. Can you guys hear me now? Go and check if you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me. Okay. Sorry, when I unplugged my microphone, I got muted and I didn't realize. So what I was saying was, we have created this board in the office, and we are going to put the names of every single person who joins the 4-week shredded body on this board. So your name, if you join the challenge today, is going to go on this board, and this board is just going to get filled up as the weeks go on. Or not as the weeks go on, hopefully as the days go on. And then once we hit 2,000, boom, the cart is closing. So every single person whose name goes on this board is going to be accountable to achieving their goals. And I'm going to make sure that you personally achieve your goals every single week. And then at the end of the challenge, every single person who has submitted a photo for the before and after to win the $10,000, either weekly or at the end, we're going to take the names of everyone who didn't submit off the board. So only the people who actually get through to submitting a photo after 7 days, you can only do it once if you want, or you can do it all 4 times, or you can do it at the end. The people who actually followed through either on a weekly goal or a 2-weekly goal or a 4-weekly goal are going to remain on the board. And anybody who fell off the wagon, it's totally okay, but this just wasn't your time. And next time we run the challenge, if we ever run it again, we don't have any plans to at the minute, but I'm sure we'll do another challenge, then you will have a chance to get your name on the board. So this is going to be like the leaders list, okay, on this board. So we are going to get started. I'll let you say a few hellos. Look, there's Laura in her office. Head trainer Laura. We have the lovely Christina. Very pregnant. Christina just waddles around the office. I'm going to let you guys, I'm going to introduce you to a couple more of the team while we're here. Sorry, this is my son, Kai. Kai's working customer service. We have Maya and Natalie in here. Rachel is off at the minute, but she is online helping out. And then the rest of the team are in America, so they're not actually here in the office. So just wanted to introduce you to everybody. You probably met a lot of them in the groups anyway. And I just wanted to let you know how excited we all are to help you smash. I'm just plugging back in. Help you smash your goals. Oh my God, I am so sweaty now. Look, I'm like so shiny and so sweaty. Okay, let me get back into my audio, back onto my microphone. 1 wee second. And then I'm going to get into the content today. All righty, here we go. Now, before we get started, just wanted to say to you guys, all of you, those of you who have just joined, I'm literally wiping the sweat off me. I'm so sweaty. It's so warm here today. I just want to say to every single one of you before we get started, a big thank you. Thank you so much for showing up this week. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for doing the homework. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for your support. Thank you for honestly, thank you for being probably, I would say, the most committed, most electrifying, most astonishingly deep thinking, I guess, and self-aware, I guess. The self-awareness that you guys have built this week and the ability, the commitment that you have made to doing the really, really deep work that I've seen you guys do is honestly very rare because I introduce a lot of people to this way of thinking, and there's very, very few people are actually strong enough, believe it or not, to do the deep work that it takes to look at themselves because most people are honestly just too prideful. So the fact that you guys have shown up and you have done the deep work and you've been honest about your whys and your why nots and you've got the data, you've taken the photos, it really takes a really truly strong person to be able to look at themselves in that way. So no matter what comes out of today, no matter what you take out of these 5 days, whether you join the 4 week shredded body challenge or you don't, I want you to know that you are amongst the very small percentage of people in this world, truly in this world, that I have encountered in my personal life and also in the work I do online, who actually are willing to look at themselves, to do the deep work and to look at themselves. It takes an enormous amount of strength. So whether you are 100 pounds overweight, whether you're a yo-yo dieter, whether you lost it all years ago and now you put it all back on, I don't care what you look like. I don't care what you weigh. Your body is just a physical representation of choices that you have made. But your mind is the most wonderful part of you. It's the part that can create a vision for the future and then program the body to go after it. And as long as you have the support and as long as you have the tenacity and I guess the willpower to really look deep inside yourselves and figure out what's there and move forward with it, you can achieve anything in your life, whether that's a successful business, whether that is a smashing body, whether that's to be an incredible mother, to build better relationships, whatever you want to have in your life, you have everything that you need right now inside. And you've shown me that by showing up here this week and doing the work and committing to yourselves and committing to your goals. And it's really honestly inspiring to me to be surrounded by you all. I have to be honest, like it really is. It actually makes me really emotional. Honestly, it's why I do what I do. And to be able to share it with a group of women. I'm not here. I don't know why I'm getting so emotional. Like my team will tell you, it takes a huge amount of effort to do this work, and to be able to share it with like a group of women who have never even met on the internet, who like trusted me to help them and move them forward in their lives and to give them relationship advice and health advice and trusted me with their most vulnerable pictures and their most vulnerable moments and their deepest, darkest secrets. I don't take it lightly. Genuinely, I don't take it lightly. And it's what inspires me and motivates me to keep going every day. So without you, I wouldn't be me. And I want you to know that, a lot of you look up to me and say, oh, Kim, you're so amazing. And I want to be you. And you're so inspiring and what you teach. But I wouldn't be me without you. So it's a really interdependent relationship that we have. And the better you are, the more it inspires me to be better and do better. And I just wanted you to know how powerful you actually are. Even though sometimes you may feel like you're not, and you may feel small and you may feel like unmotivated and you may feel like you're a failure and you can't show up for yourself and you can't get out of bed at 5 a.m. And it's not true. Those are just failure points along the journey of life. But you really are truly powerful in how you can affect other people and how you can make a movement. Like what we're creating here is a movement. We're creating a movement of women. I don't know about you, but I've never, ever I've never run a challenge like this before. I don't know if you've ever been part of a challenge like this. I've never, ever run a challenge like this in my life where the women have been so committed. And it's just a real testament to all of you. It really is a testament to all of you. So before we got going, I just wanted to say that. Like, it's been so emotional for me all week, running this challenge. And anyway, I just wanted to say it before we get going. So, I'm like, have to give myself a shake now. Pull the hair around. Okay, so let's get going with today's content. Today is all about, have to like, give myself a shake now and a state change. So what I wrote for today was, forget trying to squeeze your square peg into someone else's round hole. Sounds very rude, doesn't it? Each of us is completely unique with unique challenges and hurdles. And today I will show you how to create a fitness or fat loss plan that you will actually follow, one that guarantees your success and attracts admiring glances from your fellow gym enthusiasts as you crush your workouts. And that is something that, of course, call me vain, but you know what? The more vain, like I said this week, the more vain the why is, the more likely you are to stick to your goals. So here's what I've written here for point 1. The biggest cause of procrastination that I see for people wanting to change their body is how far away they perceive they are from their goal. So that's why I had you do the data on D-Day. I wanted you to take a photo of where you are now versus where you want to be. And the reason I had you do that was so you could see how far away from your goal you actually were. Because seeing the data is super important because it gives you like a bit of a shock, right? How many of you had a shock whenever you saw that photo and you're like, oh my God? And for some of you in the past, that shock might have derailed you. You might have been like, gone and binged on a whole bag of Doritos or eaten a full chocolate cake or whatever, because you just would have been so disgusted with what you saw. But hopefully this week, what you've done is you've reframed that data into, okay, well, that's where I am, but actually this is where I want to go. And now I feel like I have the emotional strength to go there, because that's what we've been building this week. We've been building the emotional strength to do what you know, because everyone knows what they should do, but we don't do it because we don't have the emotional strength. And so what people do is they look at where they are now compared to where they want to be, and it just seems too far away. They know that going to the gym or dieting today isn't going to make any noticeable difference. So they choose comfort today over future success. But what they don't realize is that your future success is just a series of steps, successes, and failures. So how many of you do this, right? How many of you wake up with the greatest intentions to do some cardio, go to the gym, eat healthy, and then you're faced with the decision of, well, this is convenient and it's what I always know and it's comforting and they're French fries and they're so delicious versus the shitty little salad, right? That I promised myself I'm going to eat. And you look at the salad and you go, oh, well, I'm so far away from my goal anyway, it's really not going to make any difference if I eat the French fries. I mean, how much fatter can I get, right? So you eat the French fries and you promise yourself that you'll start tomorrow. But the reason why you do this, like I've been saying all week, isn't that you're lazy or fat or unmotivated or any of these things. The reason you do this is because you look at where you are in comparison to where you want to be, and it just seems so far away. So what's the point in even starting? Because even if you dieted today and tomorrow and the next day, even if you dieted for 2 weeks, you're still going to be so far away from where you want to go. So the pleasure of achieving those goals seems too far, too big, too distant. And you're weighing up that pleasure that you might get from fitting into that little dress or that bikini or those shorts or being cellulite free or losing 50 pounds. And you know how that would feel, but the pleasure of that seems so distant that you're weighing it up against the pleasure of the moment, the pleasure of today, the pleasure of eating, the pleasure of not exercising, the comfort that you can get today. And the comfort of today wins, because the comfort of achieving your goal is so far away. And this is one of the main problems that this is one of the main reasons that people don't achieve their goals. And so I actually was, whenever I was thinking about this and what I was going to teach today, it's funny, I went home last night and I was eating my dinner at the table. It was quite late, well, about 8 o'clock. And my eldest son, Corey, came down from his bedroom. And Corey is a gamer, right? He's gamed for a long time. He's one of the best players in Ireland in Super Smash Bros. He actually was #1 player in Ireland and the UK for many years. And he's now playing a game called Valorant. Now, Corey's 17, nearly 18. And I can't believe he's going to be 18 actually in the start of November. But he's playing a game called Valorant. And this game is, it's like a team game, like a war game, or I think I want to say a shooting game. It's not a shooting game, but anyway, it's a team game. And you can become pro at Valorant, which means that you can actually be chosen to play for teams around the world and you can actually earn a lot of money doing it. So Corey has set a goal of becoming pro at Valorant. Now, just as a side note, it doesn't actually matter if Corey ever becomes pro or not at Valorant, because that may change, his goal may change, but the fact that he has set this really big goal is what's important. That is what he's aiming for. And so he came down to eat his dinner and he said, "Oh, remember I told you that team? Remember, so he's actually gotten together with a group of people that he's never met before online, and they have formed a team, a Valorant team. They brought together all their different strengths and they formed this Valorant team, and they're now doing a lot of practice games against other Valorant teams because this is how you get pro, get to turn pro." And so he said to me, "Do you remember I told you I'd formed that Valorant team?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Well, we had our first match tonight." And I said, "Oh, fantastic. How did it go?" And he was like, "It was absolutely abysmal." And I said, "Why? What happened?" And he said, "Well, he said, I chose a character that I'd never played before because I told him he had to start playing different characters in order to become strong in different characters so that he would be able to be more diverse and increase his complexity." He comes to me for a lot of game strategy. I know nothing about the games that he plays, but I know a lot about strategy. So I said to him, so he said, "I played a character that I've never played before." And he said, he said, "I was really, really bad." And he said, he said, "We lost like abysmally. And I'm really disappointed." And I said, "Why are you disappointed?" And he said, "Well, because we lost." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "But so you lost." I said, "But why I said, "Are you disappointed in the loss? Or are you disappointed in yourself?" And he said, "Well, I guess I'm really disappointed in myself." And I said, "Well, why?" And he said, "Well, because I shouldn't have chosen that, character because I never played him before. And really I just didn't have enough experience to choose him. And had I chosen a different character, I probably would have been, got on better." And I said, "Yeah, but Corey, hindsight is 2020." I said, You didn't know that." I said, "Why did you choose that character?" And he said, "Well, I thought that it would be a good character." I said, "Yeah, why?" And he said, "Well, because for the team." He said, "I looked at the team and I thought that, this would be a good character to strengthen the team." And I said, "Okay, so that you had a hypothesis that choosing this character would benefit the team." And he said, "Yes." And I said, "So you were well intended. Your intent wasn't for personal glory. Because if your intent was personal glory, you would have chosen a character that you had played before, right? Or a character you're really, really good at." And he said, "Yes." And I said, "But you sacrificed personal glory in the moment for the overall glory of the team." And he said, "Yes." And I said, "So you made a hypothesis that this would benefit the team, but your hypothesis was incorrect." And he said, "Yeah, you're right." And I said to him, "Why is that bad?" And he said, "Oh, because the other players in the team were saying, 'Oh, Corey, you should have chosen this character, or you just looked really uncomfortable in this.'" And he said, "So I got a lot of negative feedback." And I said, "Well, Corey," I said, "we have to break this down in a second." I said, "What's your goal?" And he said, "What do you mean?" I said, "What's your goal with playing Valorant?" And he said, "I want to turn pro." And I said, "Okay." So I said, "Why are you upset because your team members gave you negative feedback if your ultimate goal is to turn pro?" And he said, "Well, it doesn't feel nice." And I said, "Yeah, it doesn't feel nice." I said, "But here's the thing, Corey." I said, "You risked and you risked big because you went out in to play a game that you've never played before, or it's not a game, but the team you've never played before and a character you've never played before. So you took a big risk." And he said, "Yeah, I did." And I said, "If the risk had have paid off, it actually would have been phenomenal. You would have been saying, 'Wow, fantastic. I'm such a great player. I'm such a great person because this risk played off. This risk paid off." I said, "But the risk didn't pay off. So you had a spectacular fail." And he said, "Yes." And I said, "You have to remember what you're going for. You have to remember that you're not going for short term glory, you're going for long term gain. And each match that you play and each decision that you make either takes you, well, it's bringing you closer to your goal. It's either bringing you closer to your goal or further away from your goal. And when you lose, it feels like you're moving further away from your goal because because you have tied success with achieving your goal." I said, "But actually, the failures that you make are actually helping you to achieve your goal better and faster." And he was like, "How so?" And I said, "Because whenever you fail, you learn something. If you have a hypothesis, if I play this player, the team, it'll benefit the team. If you have a hypothesis that playing this player will benefit the team and your hypothesis comes true or proves correct, you learned nothing. But whenever you fail, you learn something you didn't know before, and then you take that learning forward. And achieving a big goal is literally just a series of step by step by step by step by step learning. But you can't learn if you don't fail." And this is, I think, what a lot of people in the world of bodybuilding, in the world of fitness, don't understand. In fact, scratch that. This is what people the world over don't understand, unless you work for me or you are my child, because failure is the only way we learn. There is no other way to learn. And there's no other way that you can measure how strong you are other than failing. Don't believe me? Well, think about this for a second. Imagine this pen was an iron bar. How would I know how strong this iron bar is? Write it in the comments. I want to see what you guys are saying. I'm not even going to answer it until, and some of you will know the answer because you'll have heard me teach this before. So this pen is an iron bar. How do I know how strong this iron bar is? I want to see your answers come through. Okay, loads of you are getting it. Okay, and then loads of you aren't as well. I only know how strong this iron bar is when it breaks. I can load this iron bar, right? I could load, and I could hang a like an elastic band on here, hang a whatever on here, and I could stick this iron bar into the wall, right? And then I could put something on it with like a little platform, and I could load it. I could load it with bricks. I could load it with weight. I could load it with other iron or whatever. So I could keep loading and loading and loading and loading. Let's say this iron bar breaks at 700 kilos. Now I know this iron bar can hold 699 kilos. Whenever you get into an elevator, you know the way it says like maximum 10 people in an elevator or like 180 kilos? How do you think they know that? Do you think it's just a hypothesis? No, they tested their hypothesis, and thank God they did. They loaded the elevator straps that move the elevator up and down. At some point, when there were no people in it, clearly, in the factory, whatever, they loaded it with weight, and they loaded it and loaded it and loaded it and loaded it, and they waited to see at what point it broke. And then whenever it broke, I'm hoping they reduced it right down, maybe took 100 kilos off or something to the breaking point. But the only way you can figure out how strong you are is when you break. Or the only way you can figure out how strong an iron bar is when it breaks. And when it breaks, it fails. And so now you know the failure point of the iron bar. So let's say you wanted to make the iron bar stronger. What would you do? Well, you would reinforce it, or you would send it back to the factory, or you would, well, what happens if I, put 2 iron bars together? How strong are they? 3 iron bars, 4 iron bars, if I solder them, if I tie them, if, if you wanted to make that iron bar stronger, say it needed to hold 1,400 kilos, you would figure out a way to make it stronger. And that's exactly what you have to do to move forward to your fitness goals. You have to understand that every single time you fail, every single time you fail, you are getting stronger if you keep going. And that's the thing that most people don't do. They fail and they go, oh my God, I'm such a failure. And then, oh, I just hit myself in the head with my rings. That was quite uncomfortable. They make it mean something about them that they are a failure. But you're not a failure as a person, right? Your personhood is not attached to your failure. Do you think the iron bar goes home and cries because it broke? No. Well, it's an iron bar, obviously, so it doesn't have feelings. But you have to reframe failure. And you have to see every single failure that you make as one more step to achieving your long-term goal. And the point that I wrote down here in terms of the conversation with Corey was the team had gone into the match. The team of guys he was playing with had gone into this match not with the mindset of learning where they were weak as a team, but of winning. But winning would have been the worst possible outcome because they wouldn't have learned anything. Collectively as a team, they now learned. They learned where they were weak, where they were strong, what characters to play, what characters not to play. And so they actually benefited their long-term goal of going pro and winning more by failing than they did by winning. When you win, you confirm what you already knew and you learn nothing. When you fail, you learn something you didn't know. That is so much better for long-term success because learning where you're limited helps you to add to your arsenal of success. But you can't learn where you are limited without working a plan. And the plan must always serve the long-term goal. So I asked Corey that last night. I said to him, what is your ultimate goal for Valorant? And he said, to turn pro. And I said, don't lose sight of the long-term goal for the dopamine hit of feeling good in the short term. Yes, it's nice to win. Yes, it's nice when we confirm our hypothesis. Yes, it's nice to confirm what we thought we knew, right? It feels good. We're like, oh, yeah, it's great, right? Okay, so I had success. Like success feels good, okay? But success all you get from success is a feel good in the moment. It's failure that will carry you into the long term to the ultimate achieving of your goals. Corey's sights are set on much bigger things, right? Most kids his age are focused on looking good in front of their friends. Corey is focused on the long term goal. But he understands that in order to do that, he needs to risk big and fail big in the short term. It's hard and it's painful, but the harder and more painful it is, the bigger the learning. I did a launch a few years ago. Some of you will heard me tell this story about I did a launch where I collaborated with another vegan, and we did a launch, and there was a lot of misunderstood information, a lot of things that weren't, what we thought. It was the first collaboration I've ever done with anyone, but I had a hypothesis that in this collaboration I was going to make X amount of money, because all my collaborations are always about making money. So I had a hypothesis that I was going to make X amount of money. I think I hypothesized that we could do about $300,000, and in the end I think we ended up doing, I think in overall net profit, it was about I want to say 160,000 or something, which really isn't a lot for us. And it was a hell of a lot of work. It was a hell of a lot of work to do the launch. So we ended up with net profit of about 160,000, say. And I remember talking to my copywriter at the time, who's very, very big in the online world. And she's a lot of experience in the online world. And she said to me, "How did the launch go?" And I said, "Oh my God, it was like a total failure." She was like, "I love that you call $160,000 a failure." And I said, "It was a total failure." I said, "Honestly," but I said, "There was a lot of learning came out of it." I said, a shitload of learning came out of it. We've looked at all of the failures, right? And we've looked at all the different parts where we failed and we made assumptions and things weren't true when we thought they were true. And we've learned a lot from it. And she said, Kim, she said, "That is the number one reason why you're successful." And I said, "What is?" I can even remember where I was when we're having a conversation. I was in the car park of our old office, ready to get out of the car to go into the office. And I said, "What is?" She said, your willingness to risk, and your willingness to risk big. She said, because you risk big, because you take big risks when most people are too afraid to, you either succeed big or you learn spectacularly. Because whenever you risk big, you risk failing big. And when you fail and you fail big, you learn so much more in one go. In that launch, in all of my big failures, and let me tell you, I have had some spectacular failures in all of my years bodybuilding and building business and riding horses, some spectacular failures. But because of those spectacular failures, I have learned so much more about where I was limited, where I had missing resources, where I had gaps in my knowledge, where I had made assumptions that weren't true. I learned far more because I had thrown myself all in, all in. And so the learning was far bigger. So the beautiful thing about throwing yourself all in is that you either succeed really big or you learn a shit ton. And either way, you win. Because if you succeed, you're like, "Yay, I succeeded." And you have the dopamine hit and you have the, all of the endorphin releases, and you feel validated as a human being. And maybe you're like ripped, or you've lost 20 pounds or 30 pounds or 50 pounds. Or maybe you've, had a phenomenal launch in your company and you made a lot of money or whatever. But whenever you risk big, you win, the payoff is unbelievable. But you can't just be thankful for the times whenever you win. You have to be thankful, and even, if anything, more grateful for the times that you fail, because the learning that you get from the failure will carry you forward into your long-term and even greater success. And that is the mindset shift that all of you need to make towards your health and fitness goals. That's why in these last 5 days, I have run a 5-day motivation and mindset challenge. I could have run a challenge that taught you how to calculate your total daily energy expenditure, and then how to calculate your macros and calories, and then how to look at what food you're eating now, and then how to, take your before and after picture, and then how to weigh yourself and take your measurements. And I could have really just focused on the data. But you've probably done that a million times before, or all that information is available on the internet for free if you want it, or in any fitness program that you'll ever buy. But what I'm seeing is the 95% of people who who buy our fitness programs, or 90% of them, don't follow through. They have all the information, but they don't follow through. Why do they not follow through? Because they don't have the emotional strength to follow through. And when I really dug into the research, what I realized was the emotional strength came from our fears of failure and our not understanding what we were choosing over something else, why we were choosing to stay in bed, why we were choosing to eat the cake, why we were choosing whatever we were choosing. And mostly it's just because we're comfort driven. But there's nothing wrong with being comfort driven. Whenever we're little kids, we're comfort driven. The human body is comfort driven. This is where your ideology is clashing with your body. Your ideology is clashing with your body every single day. There's conflict. And recognizing this conflict and choosing when you can to uphold your ideology over your body is what moves you forward. Now, here's the thing. Are you perfect from here on in? Are you going to be perfect? Are you going to wake up every morning and leap out of bed and jump on that treadmill and eat salad for the rest of your life? No, you're absolutely not. You're going to fail. And thank God you're going to fail, because that means that you're human. And in fact, the more you're failing, the more you're going to succeed. Whenever my kids were younger, I used to have a failure chart on the wall for them. A failure chart. Every time they failed, they got like a mark or a gold star or whatever. Like, we used to celebrate the failures because that meant that they were pushing and trying new things every single day. None of my kids are afraid of failure. None of them. Because failure is celebrated in my house, because it's the only thing that will ever move you forward. So you have to get really, really good with failure. The bigger you are willing to invest in yourself, the bigger the learning, the bigger the commitment, the more likely you are to succeed in the long run. When you are all in financially, you won't let yourself fail. Whether that's like, how many times have you ever had to find the money for something? Or maybe your house was going to be repossessed, or maybe you lost your job, or maybe you had to find a certain amount of money to pay for car repairs or something. You had some kind of financial crisis or something that you wanted to purchase with money you didn't have. And you went all in to find that money. I always use this whenever people say to me, "Oh, I just don't have the money." I always say to them, if this is a really horrible way to think about it, but if someone put a gun to someone's head that you love, like say one of your kids or your husband or your mom or something, they put a gun to their head and said, "You need to find me $10,000 in the next 24 hours. I'm going to shoot." Do you think you could find $10,000? Do you think you would do everything within your power to find $10,000? Of course you would. Now, that's a pretty extreme example, but many of us could actually come up with the $10,000. We would beg, borrow, steal. We would sell our bodies if it came to it, right? We would do whatever it took. So it's not that you don't have the ability to do whatever it takes inside you, because you do. And when you are invested enough emotionally, you will do whatever it takes. And whenever you are financially invested, you will do more of whatever it takes. And that is a really, really, really important point to remember. You have to stop telling yourself, I don't have the time, or I don't have the money, or I don't have the something. You do. You have all of it. You make choices every single day to have what's important to you. And I want you to reframe your I can't or I don't to I choose not to. I choose not to find the money. I choose not to find the time. I'm choosing to spend time with my boyfriend rather than exercising because that's more important to me. There's nothing wrong with that. Just be real with your choices and stop pretending that you're a victim, because you're absolutely not. And pretending you're a victim is doing you such a disservice. There is no one here, not no one, I would imagine, but very few people here are a true victim. We all choose in every single moment. And even if you cannot choose the situation that you're in, or you cannot say someone has actually enslaved you, you can choose how you respond to it and how you feel about it. You always have a choice in some way. And bringing yourself back to choice is so powerful in moving forward. When you're all in emotionally, you will go to the ends of the earth. Maybe you've cared for a loved one. Maybe you have raised money. A friend of mine, Sarah, her dad was recently diagnosed with cancer, and they needed to find, I think it was like £43,000 to pay for his treatment. And if someone had told Sarah that she had to find £43,000 within, I think it was a case of a couple of months, I'm going to say 2 or 3 months, she probably would have said, 43 grand? Are you fucking kidding me? When her dad was diagnosed with cancer, she raised £43,000 in under 3 months. People can do extraordinary things when they are emotionally invested. The question is, are you willing to be emotionally invested enough to do what it takes? It'll change your life if you are. Final point I've written here. And then I'm going to tell you about the 4-week shredded body. There is no perfect fitness plan that you can start now that will get you where you want to go. I'm sorry if you guys thought that I was going to lay out the perfect fitness plan for you today. Well, I actually am in the 4-week shredded body, but I don't have a perfect free plan that I can lay out for you today, because it would be absolutely impossible to create one, because you are not a machine. You can't look at your current state now and say, well, I want to look like Kim Constable. Can you give me the plan to do that? I can tell you, well, if you show up to the gym 5 days a week and you do cardio X amount of times and you follow, you work out your macros and your TDE, you'll get there. But along the way, you're going to come up against all of your limitations, your physical limitations, your emotional limitations. You're going to think that you can't do it. You're going to hit failure after failure after failure. You're going to try this and try this and try this and realize, oh shit, this doesn't work for you. Oh, Kim eats all these vegetables, but holy God, my gut doesn't like the vegetables, so I have to eat something else. Oh, she says eats lentils for breakfast. Oh, I can't find lentils in my country. I need to find something else. You're going to hit limitation after limitation after limitation. Oh, Kim squats in the incline hack squat. Wow, I can't do that because it hurts my back. I need to find a different machine. So you're going to hit all of these failure points along the way. There is no perfect plan that you can follow. You just have to start with a short-term goal to give yourself a quick win, and then just be open to seeing what happens. Your entire fitness journey is an experiment. It's a hypothesis. You say, I wonder what'll happen if I do this. And I wonder what'll happen if I stick to it for a week or a day or a month or a year. But you have to give yourself time. Most people are just far too impatient. They want the results now. They want the short-term dopamine hit. And if they don't get the short-term dopamine hit, well, God's sake, they give up. But what they don't realize is the short-term dopamine hits are destroying your progress. If you rewired yourself to feel the way about failure, and it is possible to do this. I watch people in my company doing it every single day. When we fail in the company, we actually celebrate. We're like, oh my God, we failed. And Laura comes in here pissing herself laughing. Wait till I tell you about the failure I had today. Or Vanessa Burgess in our coaches group last night was like, oh my God, do you remember the day I had like 25 failures in one day, like in a launch? And we were all pissing ourselves laughing. And I was like, only 25? I was like, come on, you need to woman up, Vanessa. Like, you're falling way behind here. And we all had a good old giggle about it. Like, you can actually reframe failure in your emotional being, understanding of yourself and the world as a good thing. You really, truly can. I've done it, and I watch my team do it every day, and my kids have never known any different. And that's your goal. That is your goal. Just grab a fitness plan, any fitness plan. It doesn't have to be mine. It can be a free fitness plan. It can be a Sculpt a Vegan plan. It can be a Beachbody plan. It can be an Emily Sky plan. It can be a Natalia Mello plan. Whatever plan, doesn't matter. It's just important that you start, and you start following through, and you start looking for and embracing the failures, because they're going to happen. But if you're ready for that, and you're ready for those failures, you stop being emotionally invested in what it means about you as a person. And when that happens, you'll look at yourself 6 months or a year down the line and go, oh my God, who is this person? I just don't recognize myself. I'm going to show you some photographs in a minute of people who actually have embraced this failure. What else have I written here? If you allow yourself to become emotionally invested in the outcome, you'll give up if you don't achieve it. So if you allow yourself to become emotionally invested in the outcome of like losing 4 pounds this week, or being perfect with your diet this week, or getting up every morning at 5 a.m. this week, and then you go, oh, well, I didn't get up at 5 a.m. for 2 mornings, so I'm a failure. If you become emotionally invested in the little parts of the bigger plan, you're going to fail in the long term. If you allow yourself to become emotionally invested in the process, you will literally guarantee your success. So don't become emotionally invested in the short-term goals. Become emotionally invested in the process of learning and failing and learning and failing, because that is where the magic lies. What I've written here is, note, people always ask me at the end of a fitness program, what should I do next? Oh, it's coming to the end. What should I do next? My answer always is, choose another goal and work towards it. Give yourself a week off. Celebrate yourself, a bottle of champagne and sleep in and have some rest from your cardio, reset, choose another fitness plan, set another goal, get going again. And they're like, wow, so simple. So simple, but yet so true. You just, over the years, I've done so many fitness plans until I found the one that worked for me, the one that seemed to be the fastest in building muscle and the most effective and worked with my time. 45 minutes in the gym, 4 days a week, boom, muscle grows. It works with me. A lot of people don't like work training that way, but it works for me. But it took me a hell of a lot of trying and failing on fitness programs to find Mark Getty, who is my trainer. A hell of a lot. You just choose another goal and get going. So here's the takeaway from today before I open the 4-week shredded body, and also choose at the end of this 3 people to win a one-to-one coaching session. It's gonna be so exciting. Here's your takeaway for the full 5 days. And there's no PDF for today, by the way, guys, because today is just about you discovering yourself and your way forward. So if you want to do something from today and write something down, I would suggest that you journal, or you just find a fitness program to start and just start reading it and prepping it and looking at the details and seeing what you need to do, and be open to failure along the way. So I've written here, choose a fitness program to start. It can be any program. It doesn't need to be one of mine. Commit to being emotionally invested with your entire soul in finding out what happens if you stick to it or you attempt to stick to it. Figure out your failures, see them as data, find the missing resource, and start again. Ask yourself every single day, what is my missing resource? Every time you fail, ask yourself, what is the missing resource? I said I was going to get up in the morning and I didn't. What am I missing? Is it something physical? I need a new alarm. I need a louder alarm. Is it, that I need to sleep with earplugs so I get a better sleep during the night and I wake up feeling refreshed because my husband snores? What's the missing resource? Is it emotional? I wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh, I just can't do this. I have all of these, I feel sad when I wake up in the morning. Well, do you need to wake yourself up with a song that is the happiest, that makes you really, really happy? Do you know what I'm saying? Every time you fail, you have to ask yourself, why did I not do what I said I was going to do? If you can figure that out, there's no way you can't fail. There's no way you can't fail in the long term. There's no way you can't, succeed in the long term. That's all you have to do, is just follow a plan, a structured plan, step by step, attempt to follow it as best you can, figure out what your failures are, figure out what your missing resource is, and then keep going. It's really that simple. The end. Okay. Now is the time you guys have actually all been waiting for. So here is what I am going to do. I'm going to share my screen with you because I have some really epic stuff to show you. Are you ready? I know that this is what you guys have been actually waiting for. And I'm not sure how this is going to look on here because I think I have all my slides done. I think if I do a share, it goes into full screen. Oh no, wrong one. That isn't what I wanted. I wanted to do this. There we go. Okay, can everybody see this? Yes? You guys excited? I hope you're as excited as me. Okay, here we go. You ready? This is what we have been building towards this whole week. I am so excited to present to you literally the most comprehensive, cannot fail program we have ever created, especially for those of you who need the support and need the motivation and need the group energy in order to keep yourself moving forward. Because that is one of the best ways that you can achieve one of your fitness goals, is to find a group of like-minded people who are working towards the same goal as you. And we have that group. So I just wanted to show you the amount of women that we have helped and what is possible with one of our programs. So in the last 7 years, I have helped more than 500,000 women successfully sculpt their bodies. And as you can see, they have achieved massive results. So I'm going to show you some of the women who have completed our programs. Now, we have some women like Beth that you can see in the blue bikini, who was literally the most shredded person I've ever seen in my entire life when she stepped on stage. And then we have Vidette in the top left, who is another one who started one of our shred programs and then went on to achieve incredible things with her body. And then at the bottom, we have some of our 8-week program results. We have some of the winners or people who placed in the different 8-week programs. Now, I want to show you some of the 4-week results, okay? Tracy lost 22 pounds in 4 weeks. Anne did one of our early 4-week shreds where people had to hold newspapers. She lost 13 pounds, 13.6 pounds in 4 weeks. Claire lost 9 pounds in 4 weeks. Looks like she lost more than 9 pounds, doesn't it? But like, how amazing does she look on the right? Courtney lost a staggering 23 pounds in 4 weeks. Look at the difference in Courtney from left to right. 30 days this was. Unbelievable. And for the heavier ladies in this group, all of you who are like self-conscious because you think you have a lot of weight to lose and you don't belong here, Carlene lost a staggering 55 pounds in 12 weeks. 55 pounds in 12 weeks. Look at the difference in her. And she is still going in the Sculpted Vegan program. She is so motivated to achieve her goals. Here's Rosie. In 8 weeks, Rosie went from this to this. 8 weeks. And this is what she wrote whenever she put up her post. So many mixed emotions. Were my pictures enough? Did I do enough? Am I enough? Well, the answer to all the above is yes. I was born enough and nothing has changed that. This has been a roller coaster ride to say the least, but I know I left my soul on the floor and gained back a life I thought I had lost. Here are some other of our, it's Claire on the left. I can't remember the name of the girl on the right. I should have written it down. It's awful. Now, Claire's journey on the left was not 4 weeks. This has been a longer journey, but this is her from when she was morbidly obese right through to she is now a bikini competitor and regularly stands on stage. She doesn't even have any loose skin. It's unbelievable. Another 4-week shredder on the right lost incredible amount of weight in only 4 weeks. Now, this is a 20-week progress photo. This is one of our Extreme Body Makeover women, but you can see how much she has changed in 20 weeks. 20 weeks. Like, it's astonishing what you can do if you're just willing to put in the work and commit, and you have the coaching support that we offer in this program. Now, here's Alex, one of our most treasured members. Alex has been on a journey with us since 2020. Look at her. This isn't even her most recent one, but I think that was her starting photo, as you can see, in 2020. And look at the work she has put in. She has refused to give up. Alex has been up and down and on diets and off diets, but she has remained consistently committed towards her goals. Even though she has failed and failed and failed and failed, she has not let it derail her. She has kept going. And just look at her now. This is her at the start of Extreme Body Makeover. And then this is her in week 24 of Extreme Body Makeover. Look at the difference. And that wasn't even a diet. There was 3 months of building in that program and then 12 weeks of shredding. This is what can happen when you commit to yourself and you show up for your goals. Show up for yourself to achieve your goals. Here's lots of other shredders that have achieved incredible things with our programs. These were actually all 12-week finalists. So all these results were made in only 12 weeks. Incredible things can happen in a really short space of time. But what if I told you that I could guarantee your success? What if I told you I had listened to the 450,000 women who have not achieved their fitness goals, and I created a program so unique that there was no possibility of failure? That's exactly what I have done with my brand new program, because this is not just any challenge. This is the 4-week Shredded Body Challenge. Let's get into it. But wait, there's more. I want to pay you $10,000 per week to complete this program. Here's what you get when you enroll in the program today. I know that you guys have all been waiting to hear this. Wait till you hear what we are giving you when you enroll in the 4-week Shredded Body Challenge. You get your super simple, easy to read and digest PDF download. Here you'll find each of the 4 weeks broken down step by step with every single detail you will need. It's a plug and play program. You will get every workout plan you will ever need. You get a gym program, you get barbells and dumbbells program, minimal equipment, stroke body weight that you can do at home program. And all you need for that is resistance bands. And we also have a can't squat injury plan for those with knee or back injuries. And if anybody has like shoulder injuries or whatever, I'm more than willing to help you guys out to create a plan for you. If we have a lot of people joining and they're like, I have a lot of shoulder injuries, I'm more than happy to create another plan for those with shoulder injuries. These include separate workouts for each week, which are all included in the price with exercise demonstration videos for every single workout. So whenever you join, you don't choose one of these, you get all 4. So you can use them forever, interchangeably, right? Whenever you want to. This is what people have been waiting for. This is the first time we've ever done this. You get meal plans for every diet. For the first time we've catered for the most common allergies and preferences by creating delicious, comprehensive, calorie and macro counted 4-week meal plans for vegans, soy-free, gluten-free, and non-vegan. So it's soy-free vegan and gluten-free vegan. But for the first time, we have a non-vegan meal plan. The reason why we've done this is because 80% of people who purchase our programs are not vegan. Note, you will receive all the meal plans with your purchase, and they're all different meal plans. You get them all when you purchase. You're getting 12 weeks worth of meal plans for a 4-week program. You get a private members only Facebook group. It's exactly like this one, but it's smaller and therefore more, I'm going to say more intense, not more intense, but a smaller community. Okay. Because obviously there's only going to be 2,000 people in this program. This group is not only a community of other like-minded women cheering each other on, you'll also get access to the world's top coaches. I will be in the group personally answering your questions like I have been this week. And I've also hired the best of the best to be there answering your questions on everything from nutrition and fitness. So exactly like you got this week, but better and smaller and more personalized. But wait, there's even more. You're going to hear this a lot. I am so invested in your success. I wanted to think of every possible reason why you may fail on this program. And I wanted to give you the tools to make sure it doesn't happen. So with your investment at no extra cost, I'll also send you these epic resources. Are you ready? You have a checklist for your gym program, all of the equipment that you'll need in your gym, a checklist for home gym, a checklist for home program. Again, every single thing that you'll need to purchase or buy or have before you start. You get a checklist for personal equipment for completing the program. Water bottles, sweatbands, socks, gym clothes. If you're a complete newbie to the gym, you need all of these things to get started on your fitness journey. Everything from meal prep containers to like every single thing that a fitness professional uses and needs, it's all in this checklist. You get a PDF guide for what is the best low steady state cardio for fat loss. We break down each low intensity steady state cardio option. We tell you we rank them in order. We tell you why you should choose it, what you should choose it. If you have injuries, what you should choose. You get to literally go through and choose exactly what works for you from the list that we provided with all of the reasons why it's the best. We have for the first time a printable PDF daily wall planner. So you print out this wall planner, you stick it on your wall, and every day you check off cardio done, meal 1, meal 2, meal 3, cardio, training. You can actually see a visual representation of your progress as you move through the program. This is like a failure chart. You can see where you showed up and where you didn't show up. So this is like a representation. All the gaps where you don't tick are the areas that you need to work on. They're your failure points. They're the points where you need to get stronger in. It's like a visual representation of success on your wall every day. You get a PDF guide for your supplements. So we have all of the supplements you're going to need in one easy to find place. We've even gone further. We've created a PDF guide of top binge-worthy series for watching during cardio. We've segregated them into, drama, comedy, period drama. We have separated them all. We've done the research for you, and we have created all of the top series for you to watch. You don't have to do the research yourself. We've done the same thing with podcast playlists. We looked at all of the top podcasts in all of the different health and fitness and business and bodybuilding and all the different criteria, and we have listed them all for you. You don't even have to do that work either. We have a PDF guide of how to take your before and after photos. This is always the biggest question that we get asked. We have really created a step-by-step process of exactly how to take the best photos, so you have a chance of winning the $10,000. We've never done this before. I get so excited. We have one-click shopping lists for all of the ingredients that you need to purchase the things on the meal plan that you have decided to eat. So if you've decided that you're going to eat the gluten-free meal plan, you simply click the link in the meal plan and it opens an Amazon shopping list in your country with all of the ingredients there, and you just add to basket, add to basket, add to basket, anything that you want to purchase. We've done exactly the same thing for supplements. They're all there. You don't have to go searching for them and say, what brand of magnesium should I take? Or is this one okay? Or what dosage, whatever. It's all there for you. It's all, you just click it, boom, it's there. You just click, 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 add whatever you want to your shopping list and leave the rest. Protein powder recommendation guide. How many of you who bought programs from me before have said, Kim, oh my God, I'm in Australia or New Zealand, or I can't take the Protein Works powder because I'm allergic to this, or I can't take this, or I can't get this shipped to my area. We have actually, I wonder, do I have it open here? I wonder, can you see it if I click into it here? No, I can't. I'm going to show you in a minute. We have created, I'll show it to you in a second, a 4-page guide, I think it is, 3 or 4-page guide on all of the different protein powders in all of the different countries. We've segregated by country that match the macros of the protein powder that we recommend, just in case you can't use our protein powder or you can't get it shipped. It's if you're soy free or allergic to rice or allergic to fucking gluten, I don't know. It's all there for you. You no more asking, what protein powder should I take, Kim, because I can't take the Protein Works. We've done all the work for you. We have gym and nutrition scheduling guide. I have written out, if you like to train in the morning or you like to train in the evening, I have written out a 6 a.m., 7. If you're like, I don't know how I'm going to find the time to train in the morning, I have created a daily schedule of how you would fit all of your training into your day. Everything from when you get to sit down and watch Netflix to when you drink your protein shake. It's literally step by step by step by step by step by step. No more asking, how do I fit this into my day? I've done it for you. Done all the work. It's all there. Oh, you just have to take out the schedule, click it in, put it in your diary, boom, it's done. We've got how to dine out when dieting guide. We don't want you to not be able to dine out over the next 4 weeks. We want you to be able to join your life. So we've given you a specific step-by-step instruction of how you can dine out whenever you're dieting, what you should order, what you should look for, what you should ask for, how to get over your friend saying, but you're not drinking, why? It's all there, created it for you. And we also have a Luso tan, how to apply the perfect tan, because whenever you get this fabulous new body, you're going to want a tan to show it off, unless you already have black or brown or tan skin. And we have taught you, we've had a guide for you for exactly how to create tan to show off your hard-earned muscles. And you get all of this as part of your program. But wait, that's not all. You can see why I'm so excited about this, can't you? When you join the 4-week Shredded Body Challenge, it will be my pleasure to add all of these bonuses to your order completely for free. How to get started. In the first week of the program, you have 5 live interactive Zoom sessions with my team of coaches. Okay? You can literally jump on and ask anything about anything in the program, or anything you're struggling with, or anything you need to get started, or any question you have. Jump on every single day or watch the replays. I am going to be hosting a live Zoom call every single Monday, where you not only just get to listen to me like this inside a Facebook group, you get to ask me questions directly inside a Zoom coaching call. And I'm going to be doing that every single Monday. So you want more of this? Every Monday, you're going to get it. You also get 4 small group coaching calls per week with my top coaches on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and they're all at different times to suit all time zones. And all of the recordings will be uploaded to a special page on the website, and you can access the recordings every single day, even if you can't make the calls live. Great cardio material. But there's more. It just keeps coming. It's like Christmas. Mark Getty, our prolific bodybuilding coach, my personal coach, is going to host a small group non-vegan coaching Zoom call every week. I think it's on a Thursday. Mark's doing it. So for all of you non-vegans who want to ask about meat products and non-dairy products and all the rest of it, we have created a little secret society for you where you can ask all the questions. No more being limited by what you can say in the group. Can't mention chicken, can't mention fish. My comment got deleted. You can ask everything in here, and Mark Getty is going to coach you personally. And all of the vegans can join too. If you're not offended by people talking about meat, and of course this just won't be about, animal products. This is anything to do with coaching and nutrition and training, but it's an open floor. Okay. It's an open floor platform where anyone is free to ask anything, right? We got together with one of the top bikini Olympia athletes in the world, Camille Perriat. And Laura grabbed her for an hour and she interviewed her because Camille, I think, is the same age as me. She's 44. Look at the shape that she is in. And she did a very special episode, never heard before, never released before, on how to shred fat over 40. You get it with your program. Want to train abs? Well, we're going to give you the ultimate 28-day abs program. For those of you who are determined to have a six-pack, add this to your training in the 4-week Shredded Body. This program retails for $97 on our website. This is yours for free to add to your program when you purchase the 4-week Shredded Body. But that's not all. You also get the Self-Sabotage series. This is a series that I ran which is basically what you've done over the last 5 days. And I ran it over 4 days, exactly what you've experienced here, but it's all about self-sabotage. So it's exactly the same mindset training. It's creating perceptual shifts. I sometimes did live integrations on the call with women. It's all here in the self-sabotage series. So if you're the kind of person who self-sabotages, self-sabotage no more with this program. You're going to join this. You're going to watch it whenever you're doing your cardio. You are going to come out of this transformed, a completely new woman, I guarantee you. Now, loads of people always say, oh, but what happens after the 4 weeks? Will I fall off the wagon? No, you won't. You know why you won't fall off the wagon? Because we are giving you the Extreme Body Makeover program. Yes, the full Extreme Body Makeover program that currently retails on the website for $997. You're getting it for free with your purchase. So whenever you finish the 4-week shredded body, you can just move into the Extreme Body Makeover program. You have another 6-month program for free to follow on with after this program finishes. And I'm also giving you EBM TV. This was an add-on that we launched with the Extreme Body Makeover. It was $97. It is 24 hours of me talking with either Mark Getty or Laura Hutchinson about every single aspect of bodybuilding, shredding fat, building muscle, how to plan your nutrition, what cardio is best, bodybuilder secrets, 24 hours of this, of what you've got here, except talking with Mark Getty and with Laura. Unbelievable value. But here is the clinker, okay? For the first time ever, I am offering a 100% satisfaction guarantee. This is a no questions asked guarantee. If at any time you do not feel that the level of value and service we are giving you is worth what we are charging, we will give you a no questions asked refund, and I will personally coach you for an additional 4 weeks after the program has ended. This is a no risk investment. And when I say personally coach you, I mean we will get together on Zoom and I will figure out exactly where you were going wrong, or why you didn't think that you received value, or why you have not achieved your goal. And I will coach you myself 1-to-1 for 4 weeks. That is how much I know this program will work. That I am willing to put myself and my time, which is the most valuable asset in the company, on the line for anyone who does not feel that the value and service we are giving is worth it. We're not even saying you have to achieve a certain result. We're not even saying you have to show that you did the program. You don't even have to show me. You don't have to show me your worksheet. You don't have to show me anything. If you don't feel that it was worth it, you just write into support. They will refund your money instantly. And then they will set up the call with me, the first call with me, for me to coach you personally. It is a no-fail program. Okay, so now you're asking, how much does it cost? Well, if you were to purchase everything that I'm offering singly, you would pay $11,000. That is the real price. That is not like an overinflated price, which a lot of people do whenever they're marketing. That is the real price of what everything costs when added together. But you're going to get it today for $97. That's how much you can pick up the program for today. Everything will be sent to you. There's no waiting for a couple of weeks for it all to arrive. Everything is sent. And if you pay the $97, you will have 5 more payments to follow. So that's the most extensive payment plan that we have. $97 today with 5 more payment plans to follow. Or you can pay in full, a one-time payment of $497, or you can pay in 2 installments of $274, or you can pay in 6 installments of $97. Now, why have I chosen to give you a 6-month payment plan for a 4-week program? Because you're getting the Extreme Body Makeover program as well, which is a 6-month program. So you're actually getting 7 months worth of training. So I would like to think that you're going to stay committed for a very long time. And that's why I'm willing to extend this payment plan. Here's what you can do if you want to pay in full, because I have a really exclusive pay in full bonus, okay? You can apply for PayPal credit. I don't think you can get it in Australia. I think it's only in the US and UK and Europe. But PayPal credit, if you apply for PayPal credit, you basically go to PayPal, you apply for credit, it's added to your account, and then you use that money to purchase the program. you can actually pick up the program in a 12-month installment plan for $43 a month. That's £32 a month. That's how much you can pick up the program for. And you get everything that we are offering with your first installment. Now, beware. Numbers are capped at 2,000 members. We couldn't offer the coaching that we are offering with this program if we go over 2,000. In fact, 2,000 is a stretch. I wanted to cap it at 1,000, but we normally sell 1,200 programs in the first 24 hours of a launch because like we have an enormous mailing list. We have a huge amount of people in our network who buy our programs. So I opened it to 2,000. We do expect to sell out within the first couple of days. I have to be honest. We normally hit 2,000 after 36 hours. So if you want in on this program, you have to act fast because honestly, this is not a false number. This is once it's closed, it's closed. Okay. Once it's gone, it's gone. Once we hit 2,000, we're shutting it. Now we may do it again if we sell out really, really quickly, but we may not. We don't have any plans to do it again. We don't have it in the calendar. In fact, we're launching a different program closer to Christmas, I think, which is just a much shorter program. So we have no plans to do it again. So you have to get in fast. 3, 2, 1, go. thesculptedvegan.com. If you go to thesculptedvegan.com, the banner should be changed on the website. You can just click on the banner. It'll take you to the sales page. You can complete your payment at the bottom and you get instant access to everything once you purchase. Now, I'm going to show you. Oh, one other thing. If you have any questions or you want help before you order, you want to ask any questions, no problem at all. Just write into the support at thesculptedvegan.com. The whole team are standing by. Live chat on the website as well. The entire team are on live chat, on email. If you have a question you want answered before you purchase, no problem at all. Just get in there, ask the question, and then you can decide if it's right for you. Okay, I want to show you something. I want to show you something else, okay? So I want to show you before we move on. Okay, here we go. Share screen. This is what you get whenever you purchase the program. Once you log into the program, oh, hang on a wee second. Let me just check that I'm in the right place. Share. So once you log into the program, or once you get the link for the program, we've never done this before, okay? This is what you get access to. We don't send you the PDFs individually like we used to before. You actually get access to this page, and this page has everything that you need on it. You simply click on one of these links and then it drops down everything that you need to download. So you basically just click on any of these and you download them. So anytime you want to download something or you want to find something, you don't need to save them in your phone anymore. The link to this page, which is password protected, will be sent to you whenever you purchase. And anytime you want to access anything from the program, that's another thing that used to happen. People were constantly losing their PDFs and they couldn't download them. They couldn't save them. You just go to here on this page and every single thing that you need is here on this page. The link to the Facebook group, all of the calls that you're going to receive. So you get 5 interactive how-to sessions. Oh, I forgot to tell you about this. This is what you get next week whenever it starts, or the week after. On Monday, we're going to be doing how to batch cook, portion, and store food prep. So I'm going to be in my home kitchen teaching you guys how to batch cook your food. On Tuesday, we have how to train to failure, even if you don't have a spotter. Another thing that people struggle with. Laura and Mark are hosting that in my home gym. On Wednesday, you have how to stay consistent and disciplined with Laura and Mark, 2 of the most consistent people I've ever met in my life, going to teach you their strategies. On Thursday, we have a live session, how to track heart rate for maximum fat burning. Another great question that people ask because we want you to burn as much fat as possible. And on Friday, my private chef, Lee, is going to be cooking seitan in my kitchen and showing you exactly how to make seitan, which is one of the staples. If you aren't gluten-free, it's one of the staples that we use in the program. Those are going to be all next week. And then we have your coaching calls. Here's all the different times of the coaching calls. It's all there for you in this program. And then we have all of these. You can click here to add them all to your calendar. And then we have all of your epic resources are here to download. And then we have additional bonuses, all of your additional bonuses. It's all here on one page. We've made it super, super, super easy for you. So there you have it. The most comprehensive program. Here's what I'm going to be doing. Now, don't forget, I'm going to be choosing 3 people to win a one-to-one session. Just want to check that. Yes, okay, I'm back on. We're going to be choosing 3 people to win a one-to-one session, but I'm also going to be calling out. Maya's going to be sending me through all the names of people who purchase live on the call. So, and there's loads of purchases coming through already. And look at me, how sweaty I am. I'm going to shout out your name. If you have purchased, actually, one thing here, forgot to tell you one thing. Just patting myself. Anyone who purchases and pays in full, okay, today. And by the way, if you have a question, ask it here. The coaches are all here to answer your questions here now live. If you have, if you pay in full, okay, I am going to host a coaching call, a Zoom coaching call, small group for anyone who pays in full today. So you have to pay in full by 9 a.m. UK time tomorrow morning. You have 24 hours, or no, that'll be 24 hours till tomorrow afternoon, till tomorrow morning. So it's about 12 hours. You have 18 hours. 18 hours to pay in full. If you pay in full within the next 18 hours, you're going to be sent a special link to a Zoom call with me, where you are going to be able to ask me anything you want and get any help that you want. Anyone who pays in full, this is a bonus for any of you who are willing to just commit the full payment today and just put yourselves on the line. I'm going to reward you with a private small group Zoom coaching call with me. And you have 18 hours basically from now to avail of that offer. And after that, it goes away. So if you know that you can't purchase until, like, cart is going to stay open for about another 10 days. The program starts September 17th. That's onboarding week. So we're going to close cart September 16th if we haven't sold out by then, which we may have. So if you want to purchase, you have to do it before then if we haven't sold out. But only people who purchase by tomorrow morning will get the full pay Zoom call. Okay, we have so many people who have purchased. Honestly, I am going to shout you all out. Are you ready? I'm going to welcome you officially to the program. We have Bianca Schwartz, Nat Munzi, Danielle Gossi, Angelique Bogard. We have Roxanne Sedlak, Tracy Matthews, Anne Rogers, Malene Colota, Amy Durand, Shay Kelly, Penny Casebolt, Tara DeRoche. We have Dawn Connor, Katie Johnson, Jane Hamlet, Kimberly Clark, Stacey Irvine, Sharon Hewitson, Liz Goodall, Sharon Hewitson again, Christina Godet, Sandra Kerstetter, Arcana Laxmizan, Alexandra Milosevic, you're really challenging me with these names, Nicole Ralph, Babe Hackett, Leanne Bancroft, Meg Garg, Victoria Hardman, Poppy Higgins, Miranda Mendez, Ruby-Ann Patineau. We have Virginia Purnell. We have Alina Schramm, Lynette Towns, Jana Wiggins, May Canlas, Courtney Cook, Rebecca Doan, Chris Fox, Stephanie Gill, Charisse Hardy, Shirley Hansen, Jennifer Kimball, Kerry Montoya, Ruby-Ann Patineau, I think we've already said, Angelique Petelier. We have Nicole Pierce, Sheena Romero, Diane Skakla. We have Charlie Tasselli, Twana Ventura, Lizzie Walters, Jane Wiggins, Michelle Snedden. We have Eva Zelnick, Cindy Aloha, Bridget Baumer, Sarah Barton, Sheila Henschel, Debbie Janos, Janelle Jordan, Adrienne Cates, Stephanie Kennedy Malum. We have Nicole McLean, Kelly Luciano, Bridie Maro, Cami Mastrangelo. We have Rhonda Nordioff, Amy Miller, Andrea Milburn, Myra Montano, and Kathy O'Neill. Oh, and Maya says, there's loads more. I'm just collating the list. Oh my God. I never in a million years expected so many to join. Normally, whenever we call out the names, we have maybe 50 or whatever. But oh my God, you guys are absolutely amazing. I am so excited. I really want to make sure I call out everyone's name here. If you guys are still here live, I love it. Jamie is saying 183 of you have joined so far. I'm you have no idea how happy that makes me. Honestly, the whole team has worked so hard on this program. It's been the greatest dream of mine to create the no fail program, the program that you absolutely 100% cannot fail on. And the guarantee that I am giving just Like, I would not be giving that guarantee if I wasn't going to show up for you every single day. And like, literally, if I have to shove you to the bloody finish line, if I have to physically carry you there, I will. I swear to God, I won't let you fail. Thank you so much for trusting me. Thank you so much for investing in yourselves and investing in your goals and investing in me. I don't even know what to say. I'm so overwhelmed. I really am. I was honestly thinking, oh, if we sold like 30 to 50, on the call, that would be great. And even though we do normally sell, like I said, like 1,200 in the first 24 hours, I just you just always worry if what you've created is enough, you really do. So Carrie saying, I'm going to fail just so Kim can carry me. Honestly, guys, you are absolutely and utterly amazing. Now, I'm not going to do, I will take a couple of questions here if, I am going to do the giveaway as well. I know you guys are waiting for that. I am going to do another Q&A. We're going live again at 4 p.m. So if you have questions that you want to ask, even if you choose not to join the program, by the way, you can jump on later and you can ask the questions. It's going to be a live Q&A because I know for many of you, the cost will be just too prohibitive, but hopefully you're saying you're getting 8 months worth of training for $497. It's not really. A lot of people were like, is it really $497 for 4 weeks? No, it's $497 for 8 months, given what we've given you. And I know loads of you already have the Extreme Body Makeover program. But I don't have anything else that I can offer you instead, unfortunately, because that is our most comprehensive program. So I apologize for that. But hopefully everything else that you're getting, if you even have that program already, is worth it for you for those bonuses. And I know many of you are serial purchasers anyway, so you do have a lot of maybe what we were offering. But okay, oh my God, right. We have so many more here that I have to call out. Okay, I'm going to call out some more before we go. I don't know that I'll have time to call out absolutely everybody who's joining. Okay, we have Donna Ahern, Melissa Alberts, Julissa Almont, JR Anderson, Lisa Auger. We have Debbie Byros, Peter Gay Baldwin. We have Emily Baldwin Charles, Brigitte Baudry, Louise Begley, Michelle Blankenship, Rose Brancatelli, Brancatelli. I'm so excited. I can't speak. We have Claire Budge. We have Megan Burmeister. We have Genevieve Cahoon, Carmen Canales, Monique Cardozo, Brandy Caven, and Maya saying, sorry if there are doubles. There's so many more. And Jamie is telling me, oh, guys, we have 217 now after 2 more minutes. So the numbers really are climbing. Oh, my God. I really do think that we will sell out after a short period of time. I really hope that we don't, though, to give everybody who can't join right now or who has to go and check with someone before they join a chance to join. If that's you guys, hopefully listen, if you want in, just do your best to make it happen shortly, because I really, really would hate for you guys just for it to sell out. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go through the comments. And I'm just going to choose. I'm going to call out the name of someone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get one of the team to shout stop. So I'm going to scroll up and down through the comments here. And then, so what I do is I do this, right? I just flick up and down through the comments and I don't look. And then I get one of the team to shout stop. And then whenever they shout stop, whoever is at the top, I pin your comment and I will, and then you will win the one-to-one session. The first one I'll do is the one-to-one session with me. Okay. So no, let me do it with Laura first. The first one is a one-to-one session with Laura. Okay. So Laura, you shout out stop. And it's Emma Johnson. Emma Johnson, you have won a one-to-one session with Laura Hutchinson. Congratulations. Hopefully you're still here. Emma, you all you have to do is say, yes, I'm here. And then I'm sure we'll be able to find you. The team are going to find you. They're going to look for you. Make sure you write a comment so that they can tag you, get your email address, whatever, and set that up with Laura. Congratulations, Emma. I'm so excited for you. Okay, we're going to do another one. So this one is going to be with Mark Getty. So I'm scrolling up and down. Okay, Kai, since you're a man and Mark's a man, I want you to shout stop whenever you're ready. Are you waiting for Christmas, Kai? Can you hear me? Somebody shout stop. Ah, there he shouted. And it's Alison Harper. Alison Harper, you have won a one-to-one session with Mark Getty, the Irish Hulk. This is something you are not going to want to miss, let me tell you. He's shouting stop. I'm not doing anything yet. Someone in the office shouted stop. I think it was Natalie. That is so funny. Okay, Alison Harper, congratulations. You have won a one-to-one session with Mark Getty. Okay, the last one is for the one-to-one session with me. Hang on, let me just pull out the comments. Okay, one-to-one session with me. That can be Natalie, my glamorous assistant. And it is Lisa Louise. Lisa Louise, you have won a one-to-one session with me. Thank you so much for entering the competition. I'm so excited to meet you on Zoom. Hopefully we're going to have loads to talk about, and I'm going to be able to help you with whatever it is that you are struggling with. Guys, we're going to be doing another 3. Okay, we're going to be giving away another 3 sessions in the 4:00 session, which is happening very, very shortly. I've just realized I don't have my computer plugged in, and I think it needs to be plugged in. Otherwise I'm going to lose battery. So Lisa Louise, let the guys know that you are here. Congratulations. So excited for all of you who have won the one-to-ones. If you want to have a chance to win another one-to-one session, and you want to have a you want to join the Q&A, we're going to be doing a live Q&A at 4 p.m. So come back and do the Q&A. If you have questions about the 4-week shredded body program, we're going to be answering those, just general questions. If you don't intend to join the program, no problem at all. You're welcome. We love you. We have so much more that we can offer you, free, paid, whatever. We're here for you to help you achieve your goals, whether or not this program is for you. I know that it might not be in your budget right now. I know it's expensive. I totally get it. You might miss out if we hit the 2,000. But I'm going to be here to answer all your questions. There's going to be loads more to come from me, whether or not you join the program, I promise you. And I'm going to see you guys back here at 4 p.m. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you so much for being here. I know it's the middle of the night for many of you, and hopefully I'm going to see you again in a few hours. And we're going to be doing another Q&A in a few hours. And can't wait. Can't wait to be back here with you all again. Thank you so much to everyone who's joined. If I didn't get to shout out your name, don't worry. I'm going to shout out a few more later. I think there's loads more have joined there, but we're going to collate another list and we're going to shout you all out later just to welcome you to the program. It's nice to hear your name being shouted out. Okay. Mwah. Love you all. See you all back here in a few hours. And thank you so much for showing up here today. Congratulations to everyone who has invested in themselves and in the program. You're so welcome. We love you. We cannot wait to coach you and shove you to the finish line or carry you gracefully, whatever works for you. And we'll see you back here at 4 p.m. Okay. Thanks, team. Mwah. See you later. Bye.